Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Black Friday pickups. So there's a couple of retro stores near me that will actually do Black Friday deals. So it's been a little tradition for me to go there every year to kind of see what I can find. Now usually they'll have DVD deals, they'll have like video games, and then also have like Funko Pops and stuff like that. And usually I'll go for like DVDs as well, but this year I went strictly for video games. And I've never actually showed a video before of what I've picked up on Black Friday, so I thought it'd be fun to show you guys this year. So the very first thing I have to show you is a Wii game called A Boy and His Blob. Now this has been one that I've been wanting on my list for a little bit now. This is actually a remake of an old NES game, also with the same name. In this one, I did get complete, so I got manual and then disc. The disc works fine. I did test it already, but I've heard very good or fun things about this game. It's kind of a puzzle platform adventure game. You control the boy, and then of course you have his little blob companion here. You feed him jelly beans, and then he kind of will transform into different objects, and then that's kind of the fun of the game is determining like which jelly beans to give him in certain situations to get past like certain obstacles. But definitely a cool little game, and definitely glad that I was able to find it today. And then the next game that I found is another Wii game that has also been on my list for a little while. So this is Ghost Squad, published by Sega. I think it's developed by some other company, but this is along the lines of like a House of the Dead or like a Time Crisis. Wii, of course, is known for like the light gun shooters or like the shooters, railgun shooters. This one I did get complete as well. It works great as well. But again, very cool to have. I really enjoy the rail shooters on Wii, so this was a definite pickup. And I've seen gameplay of this one, and it looks like it has a pretty like fun story, and kind of over the top. So I thought that was kind of cool. And this one's more like SWAT or like military-ish comparison to like a House of the Dead or something, but definitely cool to find. And for these ones as well, I did get these for like $5, I think, so pretty good in general. And then the next one we got here. Now this one I actually had never heard of, but I saw it on the shelf and I thought it was pretty cool. So this one's called The Nightmare of Draugr and Fushigino Dungeon. Now, this is actually a series, I believe. I'm not sure what game it is in the series. I forget who the developer is, but this one is published by Namco. And it's sort of like a roguelike dungeon game, or dungeon crawler sort of game. I played a little bit of it, but I mainly like looked up stuff online about it. It looked like a pretty neat little game. Again, I don't really know much about the series itself, but one of the only things I know is the knight's name is Gilgamesh, which is pretty cool. But I did get a disc only of this game, and this one I paid $5 as well. So definitely cool, and you guys can let me know if it's any fun, and I hope to like get into it a little bit more, or to be able to tell you more about it. So that was that one. And then the next game we have here is Evergrace by Agetec, or published by Agetec. Now, this is actually a From Software game developed by From Software, which makes Dark Souls and like Elden Ring. So this is a very early From Software game. I think some of their first games was like Kingsfield, but this is pretty, I think, early on in their like development cycle. This one I also got for a disc only, in terms of the thing. Not too bad. I got this one for $5 as well. Have heard pretty like decent things about it. Obviously, it's not as refined as like a Dark Souls is, but still neat to have for the collection, and definitely cool to have for $5. But let me guys know if you've played this one as well and what you think of it. And then the next one I have here is another PS2 game. So this is Wallace and Gromit in Project Zoo. Not really sure who the developer of this one is, but you can kind of see it's published by BAM. I have heard of BAM before. Now I have the Wallace and Gromit Curse of the Werewolf on PS2 as well, or for Xbox. It's either PS2 or Xbox, and I really do enjoy that game. I think that one's made by Konami, but again, I enjoyed that one, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this one looks pretty cool too. I've only seen short like gameplays of it. Again, played the very beginning of it just to test it out, and it worked good as well. Now the manual on this one is a little bent. For some reason they put it in a Blockbuster disc, and the Blockbuster discs are case, excuse me. The Blockbuster cases are like a lot smaller, so kind of smashed the manual here, but I just swapped it to another PS2 case that I had, and hopefully I can like flatten it or something like that, but not too bad overall. Actually, you can see the Blockbuster tag here on the back, but again, pretty fun so far from the little bit that I played of it, and definitely cool. I like Wallace and Gromit a lot, so that's a pretty cool little PS2 platforming game. It's a platformer. I forgot to mention that as well. And then the next one I have here, this has also been kind of on my list to get. This is The Hobbit. I've heard pretty good things about this. Obviously, there's a lot of different games based on like Lord of the Rings and like Hobbit in general. But again, this one I had heard a little bit about. It's like a fun beat 'em up adventure game, published by Sierra. I think Inevitable, that might be the developer there. This one I did get as complete as well, with the manual. It didn't come with the little card though, so they mentioned that there's a card that you can actually get with it. That's not actually in here, so I guess it's not technically complete, but it does work great. I tested it out a little bit. It's got some cool design here. Smeagol or Gollum, he looks kind of cool here on the back, like his little design, but definitely a cool one that I've been looking to get, and definitely want to jump into that one. And then the next game I have here, this is a disc only, or I only got the disc for this one. Now, if you watched my Xbox 360 video, you'll know that Peggle is one of my favorite games. But the main reason I got this one is because I enjoy like PopCap arcade games in general, or just PopCap developed games. So this one also has Feeding Frenzy 2, and it has Heavy Weapon. So it's a neat little collection of PopCap games. Feeding Frenzy I had played before. Heavy Weapon I've never played before. Heavy Weapon's more like a stick shooter. You're like a little tank on the bottom, and then you kind of use the left analog to move, and then the right analog you like shoot in any direction pretty much. And then Feeding Frenzy is just a little game where you're like a fish and you have to get bigger by eating other fish. Usually I think this game can be a little bit pricey, but I got this game for about like $6, so not too bad in general. So definitely fun little pickup in that sense. And then the last game that I actually have here is an Xbox 360 game. So this is Tom Clancy's Hawks. I can't exactly remember what it stands for, but this is published by Ubisoft. I'm not sure that's a developer, but this is like an aerial combat game. I played a little bit of this one as well, obviously, to test it. I did get this one complete. This one I believe I got for about like $4. But it seemed pretty cool. There's also a Hawks 2, or Tom Clancy's Hawks 2. Again, I thought it was, or I do like air combat games. I just did a live stream of Star Fox 64. So of course I like air combat sort of games. And this one is like a newer one, obviously, but definitely look to jump into this one. But let me know what you guys think of this game. And that's it for everything that I got today. Let me know if you guys have played any of them, which one's your favorite. And I think I forgot to mention too, this one, or these two I got as well for $5. Pretty much everything I got for like $5, except for the Peggle one, or the one with PopCap. But again, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know if you want to see more pickup videos in the future. And happy Black Friday and happy belated Thanksgiving. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.